Welcome. It's E3 or almost E3. We're excited.
It's pre-3.
Pre-3. We're gonna be talking about all the press conferences today.
I got
Are you guys excited?
I'm fairly excited.
My hands are still up in the air. I'm so excited.
I'll put mine up with you.
Woo!
It's like a roller coaster.
We're gonna be talking about all the press conferences today, what we hope to see, and there's gonna be a video about what you guys want to see. You guys emailed us. We're gonna talk about it. There's a cool graphic on the screen right now. Below our good homie Jimmy Frazier did that for us. Check him out on Twitter.
Thanks, Jim. Love you.
Something I
J
will
Sharp
put
111.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
111. Put that on the bottom too for you guys. Gamerations does E3. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Wait, are we cracking first?
Yeah, we have to crack them open. That's how you cheers. Otherwise, it's bad luck. Cheers.
I live life with bad luck.
This week we're doing.
That's pretty good.
This week?
This day we're doing.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
We're talking about EA.
It's EA.
EA.
The big one. The
Electronic
first one.
Arts, Entertainment or publisher, whatever.
They're definitely a publisher.
Saturday, noon Pacific Standard Time. We talked about them last 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
No, that was last week.
Well, I wasn't there.
Last
so
week
you
on
guys
Digital
did.
Download. We talked about what does EA need to do for E3. So I've got a list of games here that
Bring it.
EA will
Bring
probably bring.
Bring it.
How do we feel about Madden?
Couldn't give two fucks.
It's I don't know. People who will play Madden are going to buy it rather.
It's the
regardless
same
of if
game
it's
as the
at
one they
E3.
put out last year and the year before that. So if you like roster updates, it's fucking fantastic.
This one has Tom Brady on the cover.
And it's done in the Frostbite engine, which means there's going to be battleships.
Is
just
it
like
really
that
done in
golf
the
game.
Frostbite?
Yeah, I think it is on the Frostbite
That's
engine now.
actually
It's the last sports
hilarious.
game I think they have to move because NHL moved to Frostbite.
Yes,
FIFA's
it
on
did.
Frostbite, so I think Madden is the last game they have.
Yeah. Honestly, this is actually a big change for people who care about that shit because it is a big engine change. But also, it's still going to be the same fucking game, so who the hell cares? A lot of sports fans, I would imagine.
I mean, it's one of
But
their
not
biggest
any
selling
of us.
games. A lot
They
of
any of
should.
us.
They should do like blitz the league in Frostbite.
Just hear me out. NFL Street. Remember those games? The fucking street games from back when we were like 5?
Oh, we got emails about those, baby. Don't worry. That's coming in a later episode.
Okay, cool.
Foreshadowing.
People are clamoring for it.
Keep it tuned to
There's people
Gamerations.
outside right now knocking on the window asking us for NBA Street.
I don't know
Yeah,
why they're asking
asking
us.
us.
We don't make it.
Oh man, it's
I'll pass the
wild.
word on for them.
It's wild. All right, so general consensus on Madden. Sure, it'll be there every year.
Whatever.
It is at E3.
Do they show the eSports league like they did last year?
Oh, please, God.
Please no.
Well,
Cut
so-
out as many humans from the E3 press conference as possible.
So yeah, EA has done it. I think the past like 3 or 4 years now. They
Oh
bring
my
someone on
God.
stage who just talks for an extended
that-
period of time.
They did that twice. Okay, so
With
FIFA's
FIFA
the
and-
next one on my list. They had
yeah.
Pele, and Dan and I
yes.
watched that press conference together.
It's
in my basement. And
I was here
Pele-
too, but yeah,
And Pele.
nice.
No, you were there last year for EA.
I was there that year too. That's okay.
No, because you tweeted me about it. We had
No,
a Twitter
we
conversation.
tweeted with him about the Unravel Yarny guy.
Oh, right.
But
Which
that's
was at the
fine.
same
Whatever.
press conference.
It doesn't matter
How does that
where
make
I
sense?
was.
You were there in spirit, in
the
technology.
point is, I could have fallen asleep and taken a long nap during that
what's
point.
his name?
so-
His name made a face when Pele walked off the stage. He was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that took a long time.
Because
then-
yeah, I
so
would have made the
no
same
shit.
fucking
Last
face.
year they had Madden. They did the whole esports thing. The Madden Arena with the
Just as
Madden
terrible.
champion, who then like later came out to be like a racist or something on
Obviously,
Twitter.
any person that comes out and is like,
A pro
look at
Madden.
me, I'm...
A pro Madden
well,
player
that,
is
yeah, obviously. But anyone who's like... who like really charms people like in video, like fucking Ken Bone or some shit.
John
They
Ken.
always come out and it's like, actually, I think we should deport everyone, just all of them.
So then, on FIFA this year, on top of that, they had some actor come out do a monologue about FIFA 17: The Journey, which was their sports story, which apparently was very good. Sure, don't care.
Whatever.
But he came out and monologued, and people were like, "Is this? First of all, is this the real person? Whoever he's monologuing about, is that who it is? Because I've never heard of this. Is
A
this
lot of people were like, "Is
fictional
this a
character?"
famous guy, or
Yeah,
is this like
nobody
just a
knew-
guy
nobody knew
who
what it
they
was.
brought on
They
stage?"
were also like, "Is he lost?
Yeah.
Like, why does he have a soccer ball?" And then they came out, and then they brought out a soccer coach.
Yes, they did do
The
that.
head of like
Holy
the
shit.
European League or something. I don't know. Manchester United,
Yeah,
maybe. I
they
don't know.
really need to just
It's okay though.
like Dan said, just stop having people at all, and just click play on the slideshow, and like I'll be happy.
Yeah, because they also like I don't know. It must have been like 2 years ago. They had the Yarny guy. I couldn't tell you his name.
Honestly, I actually, out of all of them, I was the most okay with that, because that guy was...
That was the realest person they've ever
Exactly.
had.
He made the game, he clearly poured his heart and soul into it, and it was actually nice, genuinely hearing from someone who's not just trying to sell you bullshit, he's trying to sell you what he's sunk in his life and
pouring his heart out for it.
Yeah. Whereas, I don't give a shit about... Nobody gives a shit about, like, this fake guy talking about FIFA sports mode, or Pele's...
Okay. We're good because Peter Moore is now like in the soccer league or whatever. He left EA. I think it was Peter Moore.
he
Peter Moore
works
left.
for.
He's like the head of one soccer
for
team or a
FIFA
league
now,
or
yeah,
something.
like
He's gone.
So last year was just like an experiment to get like him in with the Premier
Honestly,
League or
it probably
something.
it's like
was,
EA
but-
doesn't like to poke fun at themselves. They don't like to have fun
Yeah,
with
they
their
really
press
don't.
conferences.
So
Well, business.
serious.
Okay, next on my list, Star Wars. Now, I'm not talking about Battlefront.
okay.
Battlefront is a separate discussion. I
Okay.
want to talk about specifically their other Star Wars projects that keep getting teased but not
Well,
announced.
so before, I just want to say, Battlefront 2 will be there. We don't have to talk about it.
No,
will
we will
be
talk about it later in the thing. I just want to talk
Okay,
about
that's
Star Wars
fine. Yeah,
games
yeah.
that are not Battlefront.
Okay.
That we know are coming, like the Amy Henning's
KOTOR.
Star Wars Adventure. No, it's the third person action game.
They're just all going to be KOTOR.
third person action game. We don't know anything about it.
I would bet that they're announcing one game, because the past 2 years they have announced 0 games and shown off footage of them making it, which means we'll be lucky if we see one game.
What game do you think we'll see?
I think we'll see KOTOR.
Developed by?
BioWare Montreal.
So no, God no.
Actually, they're not developing games anymore.
BioWare is working on one Star Wars game that I don't actually think is KOTOR. I think
they said it's KOTOR-esque, but it's not KOTOR.
Yeah, I think
was
the
the
company
other one.
currently working on KOTOR
Knights of the
Respawn.
New Republic.
is Respawn.
Respawn.
But I say that as they are the primary developer, because these Star Wars games are so massive that they're all like
Yeah.
multiple studios. Even Battlefront 2 is, I think, like Visceral,
Dice.
and there's another studio on that as well.
Visceral is working on the vehicles.
Well, Visceral's also working on another
I know,
game,
but I'm
yeah.
saying for Battlefront.
Oh, right,
vehicles.
yes. So,
Pretty cool.
They should get Criterion to do it.
I think Criterion is...
Criterion might be the other one.
Criterion might be the other one.
Because they had their game canceled.
Oh no,
That
Criterion
sports-
should.
Criterion's working on another Star Wars.
Right,
game,
but I'm saying
but
Criterion
yeah,
was
yeah.
working on that extreme sports
episode
game before that.
episode 1 Racer
I
HD remix.
honestly, I'd buy it.
Wipeout on Make
But so I think the big one we'll see is probably KOTOR, because we all guessed that was the one they were showing off last year, from the footage that we
and
saw.
they showed off nothing last year.
Which was, yeah.
Well, they announced Battlefront 2. They didn't show us anything. The Battlefront 2 logo is on the screen.
Well, yeah.
We got
That.
that.
Said, the other alternative is they're going to continue their trend of just showing us behind-the-scene footage, not announce anything, except to show off more Battlefront 2, and then just behind-the-scenes things and say, Star Wars is a-coming.
Do you know what my favorite thing about those behind the scenes things are? Is not only are they behind the scenes, but they take the time to CGI in Star Wars characters.
I know.
So it's like, not only did you just like film like some behind the scenes stuff and actually show something cool, it's like, oh, you CGI'd R2D2 and C3PO walk into some guy's office. Somebody took time out of their job to do
The
that.
thing that I honestly hope we'll see, and I know there's 0% chance of seeing it, well, two things, is bringing back Star Wars 1313, which was confirmed to be canceled, but if they also said that they were looking into potentially bringing it back in some form. So if they have a new developer working on that, I would be... I'm not even going to say the words because they're disgusting. The other one is the canceled Darth Maul game that was announced. It looked like Force Unleashed, but starring Darth Maul. And I would just be head over heels for that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two games I want to see that I know there is 0 possibility of seeing. Along with that, I think we're looking at probably KOTOR as the big announcement if they actually announce one.
Turns out they're just bringing the Old Republic to consoles.
Republic Commando, you heard it here first.
That was a great game, but
Quick thought, we gotta move on. We gotta burn through some more games
that
I
your
got
quick
on this
thought?
list. No, I'm saying you gotta have one more quick thought. We gotta move past.
fuck it.
You sure?
Nah.
All right. Is there a possibility that we see a skate game or an SSX game? Is it time for those games to come back?
So SSX we saw not that terribly long ago, if you remember
right,
correctly.
but now with
And it
Steep
didn't
coming
do that
out
well.
and Steep not necessarily giving people what they wanted, is it time for SSX to come and give the people what they want?
If SSX comes back, it has to be the same goofy, weird game that it was the first time around, not the more serious.
Right, well, we got that with
last time.
Steep, where it was like the more realistic approach slightly, and it was it didn't satisfy people the way they wanted it to. So is it time
I think
for
that was a
SSX
different effect, though.
But I'm saying, a lot of people felt the way it's like if you're gonna do a snowboarding game, like go all out, go balls to the wall, do the SSX tricky, the SSX3 effect. So I'm saying is like we got a snowboarding game that didn't necessarily satisfy us completely. Does SSX come and give the people what they need?
I think we'd see a new skate before we see a new SSX.
Do you think either of them can show up at this press conference?
I think a new skate totally could.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if it did. At the same time, I'm also not expecting it.
Skate on the Nintendo Switch where you throw your handheld around to do tricks.
Yeah, Nintendo Switch, the new tech deck.
Yep.
I would be all over a Vita.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's EA we're talking about. But I think it could make a comeback. I think EA will show off not many Switch games, to be honest. I think you'll be lucky if you see any.
They announced FIFA will be on Switch.
The
they
one
might
that they'll
talk
show
about
off.
it a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised to see Madden. I feel like if they're going to do FIFA and they can do Madden,
they probably will. But
I feel like Madden is going to come next year. It might be too late for Madden this year.
I think overall, I mean, what
Especially
they'll say is like they'll just
engine.
announce like, oh, this game's coming to Switch. I don't think they're showing off anything else. Switch related.
Why would they show off? They definitely wouldn't show off gameplay on the Switch.
Yeah. So I think a new skate is definitely a possibility. I've heard rumors that there's a new skate in the works, but I don't know how credible those are. And it was also a while ago.
Do you think it's time for skate to come back?
I don't know. I feel like people are over it.
Is
it time for Guitar Hero to come back?
Absolutely not. Well, we just got Rock Band 4 not too long ago.
Believe it or
And
not,
we
I would
just
say
got that
I would say
Guitar Hero
absolutely.
game that no one played.
I fucking loved that game.
Right.
I would say
Guitar Hero
absolutely
Live?
yes. That game was
I
amazing.
played it once at a friend's house and never
It
again.
was so much fun. But I think I wouldn't be that excited because I loved Skate 1, Skate 2 was okay, and Skate 3 just got kind of unrealistic. So I think if they went the Skate 1 approach and they brought it back and they made it realistic again and it was something new, I'd be all over that. I don't really expect that. So if they announce a new skate, I'll be kind of
low percentage that happens.
Yeah.
All right, I got one more game on the. Well, I got
Bring it.
one more game before Battlefront 2, and we're reaching the time limit here, so we'll do this quick. They did announce that Battlefield 1 will have DLC, and it will probably be prominently shown at the E3 press conference.
Yeah.
Do we care about Battlefield 1 DLC?
I should ask you that because you're the one who has it.
I just downloaded it last night because
So
apparently a bunch of people are still playing
Well,
it.
then yeah, I guess.
But it's paid DLC. It's not free, so I don't know if I would
yeah.
buy it. But apparently it's going to be pretty big. The expansion itself is pretty big.
So yeah,
it's pretty hefty.
paid.
Of course. Well, they give free. Battlefield 1's gotten free support for a while.
That's true,
now.
and Titanfall is all free.
Is all free.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I guess. Are we surprised if we see Battlefield 1 at all? They blew it up really big last year. Do you think they'll continue the trend?
No, I mean it was a major hit last year.
Yeah, I think they'll show it off, and I'm
Just
not
in
surprised.
general.
I'm not going to care, but I think a lot of people will.
All right, and then the last thing I have on the list is Battlefront 2, which we've talked in depth about pretty hard throughout the weeks leading up to E3.
I can't wait for it. So
I think we've given a lot of our thoughts on Battlefront 2, but a couple days before E3, E3's coming up. What do you got? How do you guys feel on Battlefront 2? Still hyped?
Oh,
Still hyped. I just want to see gameplay. They'll probably. I feel like this will be their blowout this year, and they'll have fucking Jamie Foxx playing.
Oh God, I hope not.
Playing multiplayer
Zac
against Terry
Efron,
Crews
Snoop
or
Dogg
someone.
smoking a blunt.
Classic.
That's what they do. I think they're gonna show it off very prominently.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be their big game of the.
Do you think they close with that, or do they open with it?
Bring out Sam Jackson. Announce Mace Windu's in the game.
Honestly, that's
That's all you have to do.
That would
really.
be pretty huge.
That's all you have to do.
Um,
He's already super into it.
Oh my God, he loves it.
So do you think they do single player at the press conference and they do
They're gonna do both.
Do multiplayer like they did the hour of multiplayer?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a
Do you
stream.
Do you think they do
They're
like
gonna
a
do that.
64 player game of Battlefront 2?
I don't know if they're gonna do.
That's what they did last year.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're implementing 64 player
If-
multiplayer.
Was that
Battlefield
not in
2?
Battlefield 1?
Battlefront.
Or what was it? 40
Well,
player, whatever it is. Whatever
That's
their
not true.
big game
It was
is.
a big mode, but yeah, that was just the one game mode.
They gotta show off every game mode.
They'll show it off a lot. Battlefront 1 or Battlefront New 1 did not meet their expectations, I don't think.
It was a bare bones game when it came out.
I agree.
It got better over time.
I loved that game. I played the living hell out of it, but I think they're really going all out with this one. I think that's very obvious from what they've shown, and I think they're going to just continue to push it. I think, since I know we are running out of time, I think the one thing they're really going to announce will be the DLC structure for it, because a lot of people have been speculating on
free,
that.
right?
It's speculative.
It's speculated.
Oh, I thought it came out that there's no season pass and
No,
stuff.
it has
Well,
not
it came
been
out that
confirmed.
there's no season pass. I think that was the only thing, but it's
Yeah.
what are
So I think I think their big announcement for it is going to
2.1.
be it's going to be Titanfall. You're going to have free support.
Yeah.
Basically, all the characters are in the game anyway, so it's just going to be new maps, which they kind of did for Battlefront 1. If you remember, the first 4 maps were free. So I think that's probably how they're going to do it. That'll be their big announcement for it. I can't wait to see it though, because fucking Darth Maul through fucking Kylo Ren. Seemingly every major character is in it. I can't wait. I'm so excited for the game.
We did it. That's EA.
That's EA.
Yeah.
That's EA. That's EA.
Ah.
Thank you. Like, subscribe. Check out our other E3 coverage.
I'm Mike.
We got more videos on the way. That's Mike, Dan, Jesse. You guys know us. You guys love us. You guys hate us.
Probably.
It's true.
Probably that one.
Check out all of our other E3 coverage, which will be in the links below. Any got some final thoughts before we move on? It's
No.
E3.
It's E3.